It is hardly the stuff of Horatio Nelson, but you have to admire Gareth Southgate's stoicism. Nelson was hit in the arm by a musket ball in the Battle of Santa Cruz de Tenerife in 1797, but after the surgeon aboard HMS Theseus immediately amputated the limb, the Vice Admiral was back barking orders inside half an hour. 4 days after Southgate dislocated his shoulder in an unsolicited fall in the peace and tranquility of the Gulf of Finland, he was back punching the air of Nizhny Novgorod, celebrating with violent double uppercuts in front of supporters. And that was after the handclasps and hugs for each and every one of those aboard the good ship Gareth. This squad buys into their commander. This squad trusts him. This squad has respect for its officers. And not just for the way he treats them like adults, but because, along with Steve Holland, he is coaching them and organizing them in a way that clearly lifts their game. Which goal will have given Southgate and Holland the most satisfaction on this remarkable afternoon? Surely John Stone's second, the end product, after Raheem Sterling had fluffed his part, of an elaborate free kick routine. Now we know what they are getting up to during those endless daylight hours in Rapinoe. Do not underestimate the work that went into England's opener, either. The technique and execution from corner taker Kieran Trippier and from the scorer was superb, but the orchestrated movements of others cleared the path for Stones to finish with that thumping header. Southgate name-checked striking coach Alan Russell when reflecting with satisfaction on the set-piece work, but he is the rubber stamper, he is the boss. And yes, England's World Cup is only 2 matches old, and, yes, they needed a very late winner against Tunisia, and, yes, dispatched a Panama side performing like a pub team, but there has barely been a false step from Southgate. I was not alone in championing the cause of Marcus Rashford, and Raheem Sterling's contribution to this landmark landslide was not exactly significant, although he did make a clever assist for Jesse Lingard's beauty. But Southgate can simply point to the startling scoreline. Winning 2 out of 2 helps, but any decision with a hint of contention about it has proven to be the right one. There were those who thought Harry Kane, without a tournament goal to his name until a week ago, should be left to concentrate solely on his scoring job without the pressure of the armband. Yeah, right. With 2 penalties and a healed fluke, this hat-trick was hardly a thing of beauty, but his conversions from 12 yards were brutal evidence of his nerve. Southgate knew captaincy would inspire Kane. Good luck, Gareth, if you are going to tell Harry to take a day off while his mates go out and grapple with the Belgians on Thursday. But while he would be plunged into his own world of private pain if he was rested, Kane would trust Southgate to steer the best course. That is because Southgate is a man who always seemed to have a plan, and, so far, a plan that pays off. So exactly how is that injured shoulder after all that hugging and high-fiving? I'd rather talk about the players who have knocks, was the essence of Southgate's reply. I'm the least important and I'm well strapped, he said, turning on his heel. Nelson would have approved.